Welcome to Flash Tutorial Request 41 Password 3 Tries. It's a follow-up to Flash Tutorial Request 40, which was password 6 digits, and that's what I have opened on my computer. If you have any questions or comments, you can contact me at flashthingy@hotmail.com. I'm going to start by unlocking this input text box. Select frame 1. Double click here, and I want to remove these digits. Just delete them. Lock that layer. Select the buttons layer, insert a layer, and call it FRM as in frame, NAM as in frame name. Select frame 2, insert a keyframe, and over here open the properties panel, and it should say frame here. If not, select that frame 2, and in here write game, G-A-M-E, and a little flag comes in here. Go up to about frame 9 and just go like this, right down like this, insert keyframes. Brings everything up to that point in time. Open your actions panel, and where it says go to frame 2 and stop right here, when you get the right number, we want to go to that frame called game. So quotation, capital G-A-M-E, close quotation, and let's just see if this still works. My code was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, and game for or whatever. Good. Let's make sure all the layers are locked. Select frame 1 of the actions panel, open it up, and up the top here after this stop, we want to make a variable, so we're going to keep track of each time the code was entered. So type, VAR turns purple. I'm calling it increment, capital INC as in increment, colon, number, capital NUMBER turns blue, equals 0, semicolon. And while we're here at the top of this page, we do not need this two event listeners here. So right there at this open curly bracket, go up like that, delete those 3 lines, and come down to the very bottom and delete one of these closed curly brackets down here. Go back to the top of the page. Now we have this variable, this increment. Let's use it. So in this start function, after this curly bracket right here, type this code. I'm just going to format it here. And it's INC, capital I, that's that variable, plus, that means increment, add 1 every time we hit the enter button, semicolon, and then I'm going to just make sure this works. Trace, T-R-A-C-E, that turns blue, open bracket, INC, capital I, that's that increment variable, close bracket, semicolon. Let's just try that. And let's just see if it increments on my output panel over here every time I click the enter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's working. Back to my action script. Now when it increments 3 times, meaning they didn't get the right code, we want to send them to a place saying wrong password. So after this trace, put a couple lines in and type this code. It's an if turns purple, open bracket, inc, INC, that's that variable, greater than equals to 3, we'll see what this does first, close bracket, so open bracket, inc, greater than equals 3, close bracket. Here's the open curly bracket for this if, there's the closed curly bracket for this if. I'm going to take this out of here, this trace, for a minute, and here I'm going to say go to and stop, small g, small t, capital A, capital S, that turns blue, open bracket, quotation, I got wrong PW, capital W as in wrong, capital P, capital W as in password, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon, and there's my close bracket for my close curly bracket for my if. And let's just copy this, right click, copy it, go back to the timeline. Let's select this on this frame name layer, select that last one right there, open the properties panel, and paste in that name. And now when I hit enter, I got a little flag in here. Now we got to clean this up a little bit. I want to select here, highlight all those, remove those frames. Then come down here to this games layer, and this frame here, right click, clear this frame. So there's nothing in it. Down to this layer here where it says box, click here, drag it right across, remove these frames, and right here under click on game layer, insert a layer, call it WROPW as in wrong password, click last frame, insert a blank keyframe, and in here pick up text tool, make sure you have that one selected, unlock all the other ones, make sure just unlock this one, select that last frame, WRONG, wrong, PASSWORD, if you TRYAGAIN, if you try again, YOURCOMPUTER, your computer will BLOW, blow up. Okay. Now before we try it, I want to go back to the actions panel, and here where I'm actually checking for 3, I should be checking for 4. We're allowing them to have 3 tries. So let's test this out. Test movie test. I'm going to put the wrong password in. 1 2 3 4 5 5, and that was my first try. Second try, 1 2 3 4 5 4. That's 2 tries. This time I'm going to get it right. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it goes into my game. Now let's put the wrong codes in. Test test. 1 2 3 4 5 5. First try, and here's my first try. Let's try it again. I'll put a 9 here. Second try, put a 2 here. Third try, and let's make it right on the 4th try, but we're not giving them this try, so it should jump to wrong. Wrong password. If you try again, your computer will blow up. Boom. I think that's good. Now there's one more thing you may or may not want to do. I'll show you it. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not. Let's go down to the bottom. After this if guess text, type in this code. Type. It's an else. So it says if this is not true, do this. So it's an else. Open curly bracket, guess text dot text. You can just copy this and paste it. Equals, this is a statement, make it equal to 0. And to do that, I want open bracket, 0, close bracket, period, 2 strings, small t, capital S, that'll turn blue, open close bracket, semicolon, and a close curly bracket. So I'll show you what the difference is. We'll test it. And if I put a code in here, 1 2 3 4 5 5, which is wrong, and enter, it jumps right back. That way there people can't just easily change it to the next number, the next number, the next number. It still works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. That's 2 times I tried it. And let's make it right this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there it is. I think that's pretty good. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.